I'm Nathan. I'm going to talk about the conclusion of my TMS treatments to help me overcome and get healed from depression. It has a high 85% success rate for making improvements towards healing and feeling better. And I just finished now there's two different ways you can do the treatment. I did the cash pay where you only do 15 treatments versus the insurance way you do 30 treatments. But they both have the same results of helping you heal depression. Now, I just finished my last treatment yesterday, and I honestly, at that moment, felt like I could seriously declare I've been healed and completely recovered a full range of all my emotions and personality. Not because I finished the last treatment, because usually it takes up to 2 months before people feel the full effects of what happened. But for me, I started feeling the depression start to lift about 5 days before I started doing the treatments 3 weeks ago. So I could tell I was already in a good place where it was starting to go away on its own, and the treatments just accelerated it completely and made myself feel completely whole and happy and able to function and have drive to, like this last month I started creating YouTube videos, which hasn't happened for a whole year because I've been too depressed. I had no ambition and no drive to do anything but just go to the bare minimum of work, come home, and focus on sleep and meditation. And waking up and getting sunlight with the light hitting my eyes, not through sunglasses, because that doesn't help as well. So you have sunlight hitting your eyes in the morning for 15 minutes every morning. You have meditation 3 times a day if you're seriously depressed and you can't function very well. You do 3 times a day, 15-minute meditations each. And that's how you start to overcome. That's how you start working on overcoming depression and coping better. It's a grind. Of course, I never was great at getting all three rounds, because it's hard to fit in that long of meditations around a work schedule, being a parent and a husband. So you just do your best and go easy on yourself. When you're sick, physically sick, what do? You take time off and you lay down and you rest. People don't know how to rest when they're mentally sick. And I can tell you right now, 100%, you have to do meditations. They are so overly needed when you're depressed, because your brain is tired. It wants to just shut down and do nothing. Well, let it. That's what meditation is. It is the best medicine for your exhausted, worn out brain that wants to do nothing. So let it do nothing. But during some of the meditations that I've done, I really love this one that's called 3 Scenes, where your first scene, you focus on the problem that you're having. Pick something. Let's say you get into a calm state in about a minute, and now you're focusing on the problem that you're having. Only fixate on it for a couple minutes, but make it worse than it is. Amplify it, right? So make your problem worse and how it's affecting you and others around you. Then on the second scene, go into one step that could solve the problem. This doesn't have to be logical. You don't even know how it even relates. It doesn't have to make sense on solving it. Your brain can work in symbolism. So you could just pretend rays of sunlight is healing your brain or whatever. It doesn't matter. Your brain can handle anything. So just pick something that you want to go with and use that as a way of healing. So you do that for a couple minutes, and then on the third scene, the final scene, is you have to pick one thing. You have to visualize what it would be like to be healed of the thing that you're trying to overcome and fix. Now the visualizing is good because you want to include as many things like how it helps you and how it helps others around you, and this is good because when you're depressed and you have no ambition, this isn't like goal setting and feeling ambitious at the beginning of the year. This is survival. This is a area where you get to calm your nerves and go into a deep place in your soul and visualize being whole and healed and happy. And when you go there and you take the exercise seriously, there is magic in this. No sports professional on the planet gets to where they are without the power of visualizing their sport with their eyes closed at some point in their journey of getting to where they are. It's a very, very powerful technique, and the same thing goes for healing yourself. So you visualize that, and it's fantastic because whether you feel anything or not, because 99.9% of the time when I did it, I felt nothing. And then sometimes, very rarely, I would feel these breakthroughs that were so magnificent. I was like, I'm healed, I'm better. And then it would go away. And that's okay. You're making baby steps and strides, doing the motions, and helping the brain rewire and create new neural pathways that will eventually make you whole again and back to where you want to be. So I completely sympathize for anybody that's going through depression and not knowing what they need to do to overcome it. But there are things you can do that can make coping not just bearable, but actionable steps that will help you heal and be completely happy. This morning, ironically, after doing the TMS and ketamine, there's a couple treatments during the TMS. You get 2 IV ketamine rounds, and one of them was good, and the other one was actually quite bad. The treatment itself wasn't bad. It was afterwards I felt really bad, and it lasted bad for about a day and a half, and that was quite awful. But anyway, the overall experience of the combo of TMS and ketamine really, really, truly helped me heal finally. And half of the time, I was in between meds, so I didn't have any medication at all. And it was so nice to have my normal set of emotions coming back to me. I'm just trying to think if there's any other major things that are super helpful. So meditations, nature walks, music, sunlight in the eyes in the morning helps reset the circadian rhythm balance in your body so that you're gonna sleep well through the night. So you do that first thing in the morning if you can, so that you can fall asleep 16 hours later. And what are some other ones? Oh, I take a nap every day, sometime during lunch, for about 15 to 30 minutes. No matter what, whether I'm tired or not. My body is so well dialed in to taking naps that it makes the second half of the day feel amazing. Because without the nap, oh man, it feels like I'm never going to make it to the end of the work shift. And with the nap, it resets the day, and I feel like some of my energy is coming back. Now, I'm not feeling energized and energetic right when I come out of the nap, but I feel calm, and I feel ready to tackle the second half of the day with fresh eyes. So the naps, I swear by the naps, are one of the best things I ever started doing. Just allowing the brain to have a break, like a true break. Meditations are fantastic, and naps are too. So I don't know which one I like more. Let's see. Oh, and while I'm napping, I'm just listening to calm music and put like an eye mask on so it's darker, and put window shade up so I feel like I'm more secluded in my car. Lean my chair back and I'm out within 5 to 8 minutes, gone every time. Your body can get used to just about anything. And even if you don't fall asleep and you're just resting there, not social media, flipping through everybody else's agenda, and you're allowing yourself to have a break and just be taking a moment of just peace and quiet, you're gonna feel so much better. If your brain is in autopilot and it's going through negative stuff, you need to meditate. Take control of your brain. Don't let it spaz out and focus on negative things. I think that's all for now. I will talk more about other things later, but I just wanted to do a quick update. Oh, there is one more thing. Sorry. So being on the right medication is so incredibly challenging. You could be on a med that is working one day, and then it slowly, little by little, stops working, and you don't even see the side effects until it's been bugging the crap out of you and making your life a living hell for 1 to 2 months before you're finally like, okay, I've had enough. It's like so much drainage on your life to make med switches, because not only do they take sometimes up to a month to get off of a med and then onto a new one, the new one's no guarantee it's going to work. So the one I just started recently and got off of it, I only was on it for 2 weeks. Super frustrating that I'm already getting off of it, and there was such high hopes for it. So just know that medication is so valuable, but be very patient with it, because it's not easy. Doctors literally are guessing at what will work for you, based on your medical history and how things are going, based on what you're telling them. And because there's so much guesswork in it, you won't know how well it works for you until you start trying it. And some of the meds are perfect for people based on chemical imbalances, and some are just to help lift you up and take the edge off. Either way, it's a great way to try to help get back to a good balance and happy lifestyle. There's an accident up here. Okay, well, lights. All right, I sincerely hope that you're doing okay. If you have any questions, please ask me. I will post new videos based on questions and topics to go through. I have lots of experience doing meditations, and I swear by those are one of the most powerful things you can do. And it can be as simple as having a guided meditation where you're allowing someone to kind of verbally walk you through the entire meditation for 7 minutes, or it could be you're listening to something like Yanni, where it has no words in the music to distract you, but it's calming music that allows for you to just allow your mind to go into a deep center, so you can focus on working on stuff and overcoming things, one problem at a time. You could work on one problem for every day, 3 times a day, for a year, or it may be just a 3-week thing or a 2-day thing. The point is, the meditation is there as a tool to help you fix stuff, and it's a fantastic tool. Just like using a car to get to work, you wouldn't dare think of walking to work if your job is 18 miles away. Meditation shouldn't be any different when you're mentally sick. It's no different than taking an aspirin when you have a massive headache. Okay, ask away again. My name's Nathan, and I am highly sensitive, HSP, and I feel things deeply. I love being feeling good again. And even this morning, when I started going to work with this new med not going well, I was having a complete opposite day, to the point that you would have thought that I was bipolar. My psychiatrist has told me you're not. So it's one of those things that when you're taking the wrong med, you will feel crazy at moments, and that's part of the unfortunate side effects. And just want to say, hang in there, because there is light and solutions to all the misery that you're going through, or someone that you do know that's close to you that's going through. And there's definitely a path that can make things better. Okay. Have a good night. Peace out.